Good morning, I am Sabrina Budai,
And I am Justin Suknanan.
and today we are analyzing the Calgary-Cambridge Guide to the Medical Interview. It consists of 5 elements which include initiating the session, gathering information, building the patient-clinician relationship, explanation and planning, and closing the session.
These 5 elements are essential in establishing an effective patient-clinician relationship. Communication is the key element in any medical-oriented interview, as a diagnosis must be made from the information gathered during the interview. We will now be highlighting and analyzing the ideal medical interview, which includes all elements of the Calgary-Cambridge model. We will now be viewing scene 1, which is initiating the session. Okay, Mr. Dupraj, doctor, I'll see you now.
Good day, Mr. Dupraj. I'm Dr. Browne. It's nice to meet you. And you are?
Shariza, the granddaughter.
Have a seat, have a seat, have a seat.
Thank you.
Hope it wasn't too difficult to find the office. Oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot. Let me just turn off my phone right before we begin. Alright, so, what brings you in today?
In scene 1, it can be seen that Dr. Browne pleasantly welcomed and greeted his patient. He introduced himself in a professional manner, regardless of the reluctance of the grandfather and the hostility of the granddaughter. He also demonstrates courtesy in turning off his phone, thereby allowing him to give his full and undivided attention to the patient.
These verbal and non-verbal cues are salient in making the patient feel more comfortable to disclose any information associated with the presenting complaint. This instance of initiating the session is ideal as it shows the demeanor and communication skills required to handle potentially difficult patients. Moving on to scene 2, which deals with gathering information.
So, what brings you in today?
Well, Doc, I'm losing real weight. I'm feeling real tired these days, and I don't know what's going on.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how badly are you feeling right now?
Doc, I would say a 7.
7. And how long have you been feeling this way?
I've been feeling it for a month now, ever since my granddaughter.
Huh? I'm sorry, since what, sir?
Oh no, it's nothing, it's nothing.
Are you sure?
Yes, he's sure.
Oh, okay. So, tell me about your diet. What do you usually eat?
What?
What do you eat for your meals daily?
Oh, well,
He does eat good.
I meant, do you eat 3 meals a day?
Yes.
And does it have vegetables
Yes.
and...
No, I don't. I try to.
In scene 2, Dr. Browne uses an appropriate open-ended question to allow the patient to elaborate on his current situation. He encourages openness through facilitating the grandfather's response, both verbally, by asking follow-up questions and periodically summarizing, and non-verbally, as seen in eye contact, facial expression, and nodding.
These verbal and non-verbal elements are absolutely necessary for attaining key information that can aid in formulating a diagnosis. This also aids in establishing a strong patient-clinician relationship. We will now move on to scene 3, which deals with building the relationship.
Before we continue, Mr. Dupraj, I forgot to ask you, where do you live?
Oh, I live next to the river, with the great view by the doctors and the lawyers.
Oh, which river is that?
The East Drive River.
East Dry River? In the back of Laventille?
Yes, the good part.
So, then, you know Miss Maisie from back in our corner that sells the best ice cream in Trinidad? I used to eat there when I was small. Yes, I didn't grow up there, but I used to visit my best friend who lived right down the street from Miss Maisie.
Well, what's that thing? Miss Maisie have the best ice cream. I would have never think he was from a place like that.
Good times indeed. Alright, so, let's continue.
Doctor, hold on. I think we should tell him. He seems like a nice guy.
Tell me what exactly?
Doctor, well, my granddaughter Sherrol, she works hard and she provides me money for food. But recently she lost her job. And well, we don't have any money for income. And I think that's why I'm feeling real hungry these days.
Doctor, I was so scared when I see him getting so weak. I don't even know how I'm paying for this visit. And I didn't want to go by the hospital there because them doctor and them, the way they just watch me, you know they
Don't
just
worry, I'll do my best to help. We have systems in place that can help you, so we'll take care of you. I'll explain everything.
In scene number 3, Dr. Browne develops a rapport with the patient and his granddaughter, which allowed him to attain a deeper understanding of the patient's problem. Upon disclosing his address, the grandfather seemed to be slightly embarrassed and is reluctant to give much information on the topic. Dr. Browne, however, met this skepticism by being sensitive to the matter and not being judgmental or condescending.
Rather, he
towards
found
the
common
grandfather.
ground which allowed the patient to feel more comfortable and decrease the tension in the interview setting. This is seen by their surprised facial expression and by the grandfather's newfound willingness to disclose the sensitive information which he was withholding. It can therefore be seen that building a relationship with the patient is beneficial in getting the patient to open up. We will now be viewing scene 4, explanation and planning.
So, Mr. Dupraj, you've been feeling this way because your body hasn't been getting all the nutrition that it needs. If you've been eating 3 meals a day, you'd have all the energy that you need for all of your daily tasks. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Doctor, yes.
Also, the real issue here is your ability to get food. But we have a social worker on staff, and she has access to a lot of resources, and she knows a lot of programs where Trinidadian citizens could be able to access money. She may be even able to find a job for you and be able to help you. I've worked with her for many, many years. She's very professional, very discreet. Would you guys be willing to work with her? Would it be okay if we involve her in this?
Yes, we would. I would appreciate that so much, Doc.
Thank you.
Yes, I'll bring the social worker in just for a short while to have a little chat with you, okay? But before I bring her in, I'd like to take a sample of blood from you. We just want to test your organs to make sure that everything is fine, okay? Would that be fine with you?
That's alright, Doc.
Okay, so I'll just go get my stuff and I'll be right back.
No problem.
All right.
I really think I was, I really feel
In this
so.
scene, Dr. Browne explains his diagnosis to the patient using simple terms that were easily understood by him, omitting the use of medical terminology completely. This allowed for the patient to fully understand the information being related to him. We will now look at scene 5, which deals with closing the session.
Now that you've spoken to the social worker, we now have a plan in place, so we're sure that everything will be sorted out in time, all right? As for your blood test, I got the results back, and it shows that you are a little dehydrated, but it's nothing that we can't take care of. We'll just give you some good water, a good supply of water, and you should be fine in a short time, all right? Don't worry about the bill for today. I know you're worried about that. Everything's on the house. It's okay. I understand the situation. But I'd like for you to call me in 2 weeks. Let me know what's going on, how you're feeling. And if you're feeling bad at all, or if there's anything that you need in the next 2 weeks, please don't hesitate to give me a call. Okay? So do you have any questions for me?
No, Doc. There's no questions. Thank you again, Doc, for everything. Everything you've done today.
Oh, it's definitely my pleasure. That's what I'm here for.
Thank you.
In this scene, further information was presented to the patient by Dr. Browne in an understandable manner. He also gave the patient the opportunity to ask questions and seek clarifications on any misunderstandings, thereby ensuring the communication process was effective. Additionally, he encouraged the patient to contact him to gauge his process and also if the need arises.
As we conclude, the importance of the communication process can therefore be seen as it relates to the medical interview. An ideal medical interview should encompass all elements of the Calgary-Cambridge model as analyzed in this video presentation. These include initiating the session, gathering information, building a patient-clinician relationship, explanation and planning, and closing the session. Thank you.